Here is Danny, and today, back in November 2024, I accidentally found myself in England. I got kidnapped and dragged into someone's home and forced to make a podcast. There was also a very cute cat. So this was well before the Battlefield Labs announcement, so some things might have poorly aged. Also I have to say that the audio isn't optimal and nobody was looking at the metering, so it is not amazing. But do enjoy the rest and subscribe to the Battlefield 1 podcast.
Here's Lanky, and today we're gonna talk about Battlefield.
Who said you could steal my intro?
What the fuck are you doing in my house?
I live here, don't you know?
Bitch, what the fuck?
I'm living
Since
here
when?
for like a week now. Oh, if you missed me.
Welcome to the podcast. Anyway. Hello and welcome to Battlefield 1 podcast, where we talk about Battlefield and only Battlefield. And
everything else, because I colonized this entire stream.
yeah, pretty much.
I'm Dutch. I'm allowed.
Yeah, so this is the only podcast on Spotify where people, well, the only place where we care about your unpopular opinion about Battlefield.
And that's why you get me.
Yeah, we need content, we need content. So, my name is Tom, also known as the Like Soldier. Welcome to episode 23, I think, I don't remember.
You promised me episode 69. I'm off, goodbye.
No, 69 for now. Okay, you know what, should I make you a promise in when we're gonna do episode 69, you should be on? Okay. And as you can tell by the voice, DANNYonPC is here. In my house. What the fuck are you doing in my house?
Well, like I said, I lived here in the intro.
Yeah, but let's assume they don't know about the intro.
Oh, you hope people watch the intro when you start watching it.
I'm thinking using that footage as marketing thing. That's a loud plane though. Yeah, holy shit.
A second plane has come into the stream.
So yeah, it's a very special episode of Battlefield 1 podcast just because it's gonna be in person. This is the first ever in-person show we ever did, so this should be fine. So, Danny, how's everything at my place?
It's okay. Bit white. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, yeah. Look at the cat.
White culturally or white?
Yes, to both.
Or aesthetically?
Both.
Also, I'm sorry if I sound weird because I've been recovering from illness like for the last 2 weeks, so...
He's always weird. Don't believe his lies.
Yeah, like, but you hear how my voice sounds in the morning, you know.
You sound like RFK Jr.
Can we not talk about politics? I know Battlefield community is a very particularly orientated when it comes to politics, but I want to avoid politics.
Okay, sorry. Medium sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Battlefield, talk about you a little bit, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you some questions about you. Oh,
exciting.
I know.
Where did you store the laptop?
Oh yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, and most of you don't, I'm using his laptop for my notes because my missus took all the equipment for work. So, can you make sure the cat is not on the PC, because I'm afraid he's gonna press the...
Oh yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad. I don't want to lose the audio. It's fine, just make sure he doesn't sit on the PC. Yeah, just make sure he doesn't sit on the PC. Yeah, we have a really janky recording setup here, because we have two PCs recording audio, then we have OBS, and all that kind of stuff, and God forbid if this was live streamed, it would be horrible. And
it would be the best stream in the world.
And I need to disable battery save on your laptop because it's annoying that every time I have to move the mouse. But yeah, well, your laptop, and just give us compliments, insults, tell how
beautiful.
Yeah, I was going for that. Yeah, tell how ugly or beautiful Danny is. So just use that Google Forms document in the description. It's just that easy, like the easiest way. Like, Danny, I'm not shitting you. The Google Forms document is the best thing ever, because people don't have social media. They don't want to send emails or whatever. So they just go on that Google Forms documents, just start writing and send. That's it. That's that easy. We got some.
Just like Big, you lost the game.
Yeah. We got some funny stuff. And last but not least, of course, we have Patron. Danny, you want a free Patron from me? Because Patron allows you to...
Yo, that's a thing.
They finally introduced a feature where you can gift free Patron subs.
That's amazing. Like, I keep forgetting I have a Patron too, and sometimes like once a year check, like, oh, that's some nice money that I found in the back of the bench couch. Couch? Yes.
Yeah, so we have a Patron, patreon.com/TheLankySoldier, where we have extra exclusive stuff, extra episodes, early access, of course, for this.
Maybe Lanky's stripping, you don't know. You only know if you subscribe.
There's a semi-naked Danny in the behind.
Oh no, you recorded that!
I did record that, yes. I did record that. Oh, also, ignore the homeless man in the background sitting there. I love the cat is on him. The cat is just legit chilling there. But yeah, so we have Patron, all that kind of stuff, so good behind the scenes stuff. It's cool. So Danny, let's talk about you.
I'm Danny, hi.
So for the people that don't know, DANNYonPC, the person that ruined Battlefield according to the Battlefield subreddits.
Twitter, Reddit, everywhere. Yeah. Also one of the developers.
Oh. We don't call out people here, but yeah.
Person with name. That's
on you. I'm not I don't want any drama from the developers, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so talk a little about yourself. People that don't know who you are.
I'm Danny. I break Battlefield. Sometimes make videos on them. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. And I ruined Battlefield, indeed.
How did you ruin Battlefield?
I got the Astro nerfed, I got attrition removed, I got the entirety of Battlefield 2042 made. Actual quote. If there's a thing you don't like in Battlefield, I did it. You're welcome.
Did I ever mention that we actually talked about attrition like 2 years before Battlefield 5 came out?
You ruined it. You ruined the Battlefield.
No, we made the okay. I'm not a fan of attrition, but at the same time I don't hate it.
Yeah, because you die before you get the kill. Makes sense that you don't hate it then.
Who's carrying you in Warzone?
Last time we played Warzone was...
I carried you almost to victory. I'm just saying, I almost carried you to victory. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, attrition. We talked about attrition like 2 years before the game came out, and we did not sound bad when we talked about it because I did re-listen that episode. But yeah, it's just attrition was not that good in Battlefield 5. But yeah, so why Reddit hates you? Okay, how did it all started to begin with?
10 years ago, I made a Reddit account.
Okay, that's why they went downhill already.
Yes. Like, I had beautiful hair, still have, but then I just became bald the moment I made the Reddit account. Very weird. And now I got banned from Reddit and my hair grew back.
Are you banned from just Battlefield subreddit?
Reddit.
God, you're horrible.
No!
You're horrible, how did...
I also got banned from Google Maps.
Yeah, you told me that yesterday. I still have no idea how the hell you managed to be banned from Google Maps. So, okay, what inspired you to make Battlefield videos in general? What makes, like, okay, so you made a YouTube channel. What made you to even decide to, like, you know what, I'm gonna make YouTube videos?
There was a guy named Mystery Guitar Man. A now filmmaker who worked with Matt Mikkelsen, so he is now kind of big. Okay. Who made creative musical videos. Okay. Not that I have a single musical bone, but I also wanted to do stuff like that. Okay. And everything went wrong and started making Battlefield videos.
I mean, the reason I even started YouTube is because I want to create something. Just felt creative. I'm like, you know what, I want to make something.
Yeah, basically that, but his videos were good.
Fair enough. And why Battlefield?
Because I was playing that, 2011.
Yeah, but why did you...
I also did Call of Duty.
Yeah, but why Battlefield just decide to be your...
Because Battlefield 3 was a good game.
Fair enough. You have to assume that people don't actually know who you are, so you kind of have to explain, yeah.
Hey, this is my first podcast, so...
Yeah. So you have to presume that there's a lot of people listening who have no idea who DANNYonPC is.
Keep it that way. No.
Actually, yeah, for the best.
Yeah, for the best.
Yeah, for the best. Okay, why Battlefield 3 is your favorite Battlefield game?
Best maps, amazing gameplay, terrible suppression. Good vehicle gameplay, although got a little bit better in Battlefield 4 for the air vehicles.
Yeah, I think Battlefield 4 got better with vehicle combat.
Tanks less though.
I think tank combat is better in Battlefield 4. I think so.
It's okay to be wrong.
Well, here's the thing, you love Hardline too, so...
Yeah. You take Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, you give it amazing infantry maps, remove all the fluff like the UCAV and that stuff, the remote...
Okay, I don't count UCAV as a vehicle stuff. Sure, it's part of the vehicle...
It's just so stupid! Let's give players a flying C4 dildo to sit in their own base and kill people with.
Yeah,
Who designs that?
Yeah, UCAV is... I mean, here's the thing. Like back in the day, maybe I see the idea why this sounds cool, but at the same time, like
You like Medal of Honor Warfighter.
See, but he worked better in Medal of Honor Warfighter. Yeah, he worked better in Medal of Honor Warfighter. I miss those games actually. But yeah, well, if you had to pick to play any Battlefield game for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
Battlefield 3.
All right, fair enough. So, what's your opinion about Battlefield 4? Because I remember there was drama about it.
Battlefield 4 is okay. Terrible launch, obviously. Yeah. I could crash servers on demand when I wanted to. I could mute servers by firing a suppressed weapon. I brilliant. Good times. Yeah, as a troll, brilliant. As a player,
yeah, good times, but the game was actually in that one.
The maps were kind of worse. There were some good maps, but also things like Dish or Rogue Transmission.
See, I did not hate Rogue Transmission when it came out, but it did not age well with time. Yeah.
However, the story aged really well. Somehow DICE keeps predicting real events.
Oh yeah, like just general idea, like the events that happen. I mean, I kind of... Oh, there was like a weird... There was once a terrorist attack, like in France or something, in Paris, right? And it was the same date as the single player that was taking place in Battlefield 3.
Oh, wow.
I think it was the mission when you were played as a Russian Spetsnaz, trying to like get a guy. And it was like literally the same date. So it's like weird coincidence like that. Like it's quite funny.
Yeah, the David Goldfarb, the writer for Battlefield Bad Company, also kept saying like, hey, I wish we didn't predict this.
Yeah. What's your opinion about Bad Company 2 though?
Great game, terrible movement.
That's my opinion, yeah. Yeah, like I do not mind Bad Company games, but I personally don't think they're that great.
And the gunplay was kinda eh.
I mean, you have to remember it's like, what, 15 years ago? You know, it's like different times.
Doesn't...
I know, but...
It was a year before Battlefield 3. Yeah.
I don't know, the Bad Company games, that like... I remember there was like just recently an interview with one of the former developers that... Forgot his name. Mentioned like, oh, if EA wants to make a Bad Company game...
that was Goldfarb.
Yeah, okay. So he's like, if EA wants to make a Bad Company, they know where to find me. I don't know. I don't think a Bad Company game would go really well these days. It's way too much time now. I think, yeah, like too much time passed. I don't think people would appreciate that much because it would be so different from original games. So like people would just complain like, oh, this is just new Battlefield with a Bad Company skin on it or something like that.
To be fair, we always complain about everything.
I mean, gaming communities complain about everything. I mean, sure, we can complain about Battlefield 2042 if you want.
Oh, that's easy. How much time do you have?
Plenty. How long have we been recording? Only 15 minutes.
Oh.
Okay, what's your opinion about Battlefield 2042?
You want something very controversial? Go on. I prefer it over Battlefield 5. Doesn't make it a good game, but I do prefer it over Battlefield.
That's the first time I hear that. How so?
I don't like the attrition. I don't like the animations for everything. I don't like the awful visibility. Okay. I don't like the random recoil. I don't like that the bullets don't spawn in the center. Oh
yeah, that's a thing.
Like there's a lot of bad things.
Wait, wasn't Battlefield 5 the first Battlefield game where bullets actually come out of the barrel? No, it was Battlefield 4, wasn't it? I think it was Battlefield 4.
After CT.
Yeah, it was Battlefield 4. I'm okay with bullets coming out of the barrel because it just makes sense.
Yeah, but because when you, for example, do a step onto like a slightly higher elevation, your entire aim goes off.
Yeah, but...
So if you do this thing called moving, then you get fucked.
Yeah, but games actually compensate that with good HUD elements, telling you that you're gonna be shooting.
Yeah, but when you're aiming down sight, then that doesn't work that way. Plus it doesn't feel fun.
True, but I think it's just an opinion, like, because head glitching and all that kind of stuff.
It is a legitimate tactic, in a way.
True. Why do you love Battlefield Hardline that much, though? Because I think that's the most popular thing that people... Oh my god, I had look at
there has been a resurgence of Battlefield Hardline fans.
You know what's funny? It was a couple of episodes ago, my co-host Ray, he told me that he installed Battlefield Hardline to play, and I'm like, so you rather install 70 gigs or whatever, how many gigs of Battlefield Hardline than play Call of Duty with me? He's like, yeah, I just felt like it, like...
Understandable, see? Can't we flip you in for Ray?
Mechanically, Hardline is not a bad game, But something about it just did not click with me. And I think me and Ray both agree on that. If it did not have the Battlefield name on it, I think it would be...
Yeah, but then people would complain that it displays too much like Battlefield. Like the same way that DICE did not make...
I think the problem is they kind of leaned way too much on Battlefield. If they like literally tried to make their own thing, I think it would be better. Because they had the talent to. Well, from what I heard from behind the scenes, Visceral did not want to make Battlefield Hardline back in the day. Like they just like.
No, they were a single player.
Yeah. So it was basically just gave it to them. Like, you have to make this now. Like, ugh. So I mean, what they made is not bad, but maybe that's
Not bad. Just not bad.
I don't know. I don't really like Hardline. Maybe, like I said, I did not click with that game. But Hardline is one of those games that I'm just thinking, it's just, I don't feel the love, you know, in something like, you know how like someone, we have because of rise of AI, people asking like, oh, would you play a fully AI generated game? I'm like, I don't think I will. Sure, it can be fun for like if it's really good.
If you've played the Minecraft thing.
I saw it, but
That was an absolute...
I saw it, but I'm just like, sure, technically.
Hello, hobo on the couch. You played the Minecraft AI thing. What do you think of it?
It's fun for like maybe 10 minutes.
Fair.
10 minutes, okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that, would you play a fully AI generated game? And I don't think I would, just because I would know that it's AI generated and I would feel that something's not right. That something's like, it doesn't feel real, or doesn't feel, you don't feel the love, you know. The reason I play video games or watch movies or anything, because I know it's made by someone, that it's art. Like, even a shitty game, right? I'd rather play a shitty game than a fully generated AI game, because I know it was made by someone with some love in it. AI is... So that's how I felt about Hardline. It's like, I don't feel the love in the game.
And that's why they put so many jokes, Easter eggs and other things in?
In Hardline?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It had tons. Oh, remember all those secret reloads?
Yeah. The secret reloads are actually cool.
It has tons of love in it, and you just feel it because of that. Like, if you don't like the game, you don't put like RPG. Oh, why doesn't it fit?
Yeah, but that's on animated. Yeah, that looks funny.
Oh no.
Yeah, but regarding the Easter eggs, yeah, Easter eggs were fine. But again, Easter eggs don't make the game fun. Sure, it's a nice giggle for 5 seconds, but...
But it's like the most obvious thing. Like, you can feel it in a lot of things. Like, it had some brilliant new additions that then DICE also took. Yeah. Like the mini-map changes, floating through windows to break them. The 60Hz servers, apparently got broken by an engineer from Visceral, and then tested on the CTE, because Hardline CTE didn't have that many players. Yeah. Which, of course, kind of makes sense.
There was something about Hardline that I forgot now. Remember when there was like original conversations, people were complaining that Hardline has really ridiculous cosmetics. You remember Dino Mask, or whatever it was, something else?
Yeah, Dino Mask. You could have Isaac.
Oh yeah. Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, there was also an Isaac mask in that space.
Well, now we have a proper Isaac in Battlefield 2042. Yeah. How do you feel about that? Like, just Battlefield having crossovers like that?
I always wanted crossovers. For Battlefield 5 I wanted Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, it fits. Like, for me, as long as the skins are somewhat reasonably plausible, so no animals like in Call of Duty. They go a little bit too far.
I mean, technically there's a soldier, was it McKay? He has the... Shark mask or something.
But that's still a helmet that looks like a shark. That's different. That is somewhat grounded.
Yeah, that's my thing with cosmetics in video games. I do not mind goofy cosmetics in video games as long as it makes sense for the video game itself. Yeah. For example, Call of Duty. These days, Call of Duty doesn't have a team. They're just like, let's throw something that is just random as fuck, right? Cool as fuck, sure, but it's random as fuck. And I remember why I loved Modern Warfare 2.19 is mostly because of the cosmetics were ridiculous, but they were not that ridiculous.
You just run around in a red latex suit the whole time.
Sure, but yes. I had a character that was literally in a red latex, and she had like military gear on it, and that's the skin. But it kind of works in that game because you can always come out, well, she was undercover mistress or some shit. You know, it kind of, by, you know, she it makes sense for that universe, right?
She's here to dominate the battlefield.
Yeah, she's here to dominate the battlefield, like, you know, playing plunder or whatever, you know, working with criminals or God knows. But it makes sense for that universe. But then suddenly you have a random cowboy, you know, from Cold War or some other Call of Duty game or some demon or something like that. Like, what's this all about?
Oh, the cowboy thing. I think it was like
Well, just a random
a
example.
Texan cowboy thing.
just a
So that kind of works, especially in Plunder.
Well, they had it. Okay, then I remember in 2019, like the same Call of Duty, they had a cowboy, but it had like, it made sense in that universe again. It's like the skin made sense.
Yeah.
But then as we went forward, it was like a cowboy from the Western times and everything.
And Lionel Messi.
Yeah, Lionel Messi. And,
Even if you didn't know those characters, football players, they were in military gear at least.
yeah, I actually did not mind the football players in Call of Duty just because they were in military gear. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it just made sense back for them. But yeah, when it comes to like ridiculous skins like demons and dragons or whatever, like it's just like you're kind of losing me here. If it was like a, you know, military gear inspired, like it looks like you know, a helmet or something like that. You know.
Like Battlefield does.
Yeah. So if you can tell that this is like a human being, just being creative with its gear, like yeah, that's a bit different because that's what Call of Duty is. If Call of Duty was about demons and shit, I mean, sure, zombies, but I kind of separate that. You know,
There are some zombie skins,
yeah.
which I guess it's related to Call of Duty.
I guess, yeah. But I don't know.
Like the prestige skins from for Black Ops 3. Those are actually really nice.
Yeah. Well, for example, future Battlefield game, the upcoming Battlefield game, how ridiculous we want to for cosmetics.
Yeah, but reasonably grounded. Sure, give me like characters from different time zones.
Yeah, different time eras and everything. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool.
I loved Portal. That's also one thing why I prefer it over Battlefield 5. Portal is just...
The idea of Portal is really good. I really like the idea of Battlefield Portal existing. I think, was it Ray maybe suggested that Portal should be the actual multiplayer, experience, while then you have your battle royale with ripple effect, whatever. Then you have your single player, and you have your 3 modes. Actually, we might as well talk about it. So, the next Battlefield game, right? What's your opinion about it? Like, any hopes, any particular...
They removed 128 players, which I hoped for a long time. People were very much against that as well on Twitter. You know who you are. Albert's Rachel got rotated, by the way.
I'm
optimistic.
Yeah, I'm optimistic, but I'm really cautious.
It's DICE.
Like I said on the previous episode, DICE is not in control anymore. It's not them making the shots for the next Battlefield game, and I'm kind of glad because DICE always had good ideas, always had the talent, but sometimes they took it too far in certain cases, and they just need someone to say, I don't think this is the best idea for the game.
Yeah, somebody has to stand there with a whip.
So yes, so now we have two guys with a whip, Winston Pella and Byron Beatty, and Byron B is the general manager of Battlefield. So if you want anything to be done in the game, you have to go through him. It will be his last call, and Vincent Pell is probably just.
And he's the general.
Yeah, Vincent Pell is basically the general manager of all the studios, I guess.
I think they split it up in like 3 different sectors here. The casual stuff, the sport games, and the more hardcore Apexy.
Well, wasn't it 2? I remember it was like EA Entertainment and EA Sports.
Yeah, I think there was 3, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, what happened to that? I haven't heard anything about it.
Same.
Yeah, like there was an announcement, and I remember my friend who works at EA, he's like, imagine working at a company and never hear anything about it until it's announced in the news.
Yeah. Some people get fired by a tweet by the company itself. Like, oh, that's my job was nice.
I really hate the gaming industry these days. It's just can't say, and I'm so sorry for people that are losing jobs. While CEOs are still keeping their jobs and getting paid.
Yeah, have you seen the Destiny boss from Bungie?
Oh my god.
How many cars he has?
Oh my god. Like, I remember there was a story about how Sony bought Bungie, and then as soon as the bonuses were supposed to come in for the developers or staying at the company for X amount of years, they fired them and they didn't get the bonuses.
America, job security.
Yeah, but fucking hell. But yeah, So going back on topic, so DICE is not making the calls, which I'm glad, and I'm just because of that I'm kind of excited because it's gonna be one of those. Like I guess we had Hardline that was not on the DICE.
Also, the first Battlefield game that released without many major issues.
Yeah, that's actually true. True. Battlefield 5 didn't come out with any issues though. It was performance. Performance was okay, and it was lacking.
I remember.
It was lacking content.
Pretty buggy.
Was it?
It had to be delayed. Remember as well.
Oh yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, okay, maybe you're right. Yeah, for some reason I just remember Battlefield 2042 just being an absolute shit show. So
But not as bad as Battlefield 4.
Yeah, Battlefield 4 was bad. Yeah, it was really bad. Back then I was still on the PlayStation 3.
Impressive that it manages to run.
See, I have a sweet spot for PlayStation 3, especially for Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, is because I remember I made a video about how, you know what, yes, it looks like shit, less players and everything, but that means the game needs to be carried by its gameplay. And believe it or not, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 on the old generation consoles, if it ran at like good frame rate and everything, right, good performance, it will be one fantastic Battlefield game. Because Battlefield 3 worked so much better on old-gen consoles, because the maps were smaller, there was less players, and the maps were well designed. For example, Sign Crossing on Battlefield 3. 64 player on PC, how many flags? 6, 5? Something like that. The shittiest map I ever played in my life. It's shit. I'm sorry, Sign Crossing.
Get out of my house! Not that I live here, but Sign Crossing.
Gonna get kicked from our own house.
Yes.
Like Battlefield 3, Sign Crossing on Conquest Large, shit, absolute shit. Because everything's fighting for that bridge.
No, there's a very easy fix.
It's shit.
Don't play on Conquest Large.
Well, but that's different. But when you play Conquest Small on PS3. With 24 players, wherever. Conquest on PS3, right? With 24 players and 4 flags, fantastic. One of the best experiences ever. The map flows well. There's flanking routes. There's like enough action everywhere. It's like because it doesn't have the bridge area, so it could just it's
just the TDM area then, if it doesn't drive.
No, TDM area is a bit different. It's even smaller than that. So it's just half of the map, right? It's like half of the map. It doesn't have the bridge, and it flows fantastically. It's amazing. So that's why I have a really sweet spot for Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 on all gen consoles, because
like half the game.
literally, but it just worked so well. It did, because it did not have to rely on graphics or big numbers or players or whatever. It actually flowed really well. Obliteration on Battlefield 4 on all gen consoles, really good. Because 24 players fighting for one bomb and everything, it was really good. I remember when the beta came out for Battlefield 4 and the Obliteration came out, I was giggling like a girl because it was so fun. It's like, that's why I have a really spot for those games for all-gen consoles, because people say like, oh, we need 128 players and everything. Battlefield usually always worked better when it was less players.
48.
Yeah, it depends on the map. It all depends on the map.
32 to 48 is my sweet spot.
Yeah, mine too.
Like in Battlefield 1, you had operations, but later shock operations could add up with 40 players. And I just prefer that, honestly.
Yeah, I really loved the old-gen consoles with Battlefield, because it just worked. It was just a good Battlefield experience. And honestly, sometimes like I think we lost that idea what makes Battlefield,
As shown by 2042.
Yeah, exactly. For example, what Battlefield means to you personally? Because I remember I asked Westy that, like, what Battlefield means to him, and he said
a big sandbox where you go pew pew scripts and.
Yeah, he said chaos. In your opinion, what Battlefield stands for?
But then in Cameron's opinion, then 2042 must be even more Battlefield because there's even more chaos.
Well, he said like, I can't remember what he said. I'm paraphrasing. I think it was like organized chaos or something like that. But it was like, yeah.
Sounds something he would say.
Yeah, it was like something like that. And I have to agree with him. Like, chaos is fine, but for example, I did mention that. Oh, why are we getting a battle royale for the next game or whatever the case may be? I'm just like, why not just go like 5-on-5 competitive? And people lose their shit when I say Battlefield should try to do 5-on-5 competitive. Like, no, Battlefield's about big maps and everything. And I always bring the same thing. Battlefield 1 incursions.
It was fun stuff.
It was only 5-on-5. You have classes, it had destruction, it had the tank and everything, and it was like different vehicles and everything. There was different types of ways to play the objective, right? And it was one of the best Battlefield experiences ever, even though it was only 10 players.
I wouldn't call it the best Battlefield experience.
Well, when it comes to competitive, this is the best we ever had competitive. Like, it worked really well.
Nothing is better than the Battlefield B on Bazaar in ESL.
Yeah, so...
Have you ever played ESL?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Ow.
A little bit. I mean, I played in comparative fucking Call of Duty tournaments. But yeah, Battlefield competitive can go... Battlefield's probably... Okay, so... One of the guys developer that was here on the podcast, I asked him, what's your opinion about the Battlefield having a Battle Royale? And he said, I'm surprised they don't have it yet, because Battlefield is like the perfect franchise to be anything it wants to be.
Yeah. It is a sandbox out of itself.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if it can be a Battle Royale, if it can be a Conquest game, if it can be an Operations game or whatever, it can be a comparative 5-on-5 mode, as long as it's done and it has that Battlefield spirit. Yes. You know, I still stand by that. If we can't, if we now... Back in the day, I thought, like, Battlefield doesn't need a Battle Royale. I thought so. Like, I think all of us thought, like, Battlefield doesn't need a Battle Royale. Why would Battlefield need a Battle Royale? Now my opinion changed. Now I'm thinking, yeah, Battlefield probably needs a Battle Royale. It's probably the best game to have a Battle Royale. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, because Warzone needs competition. I'm sorry, Warzone needs competition.
Apex is also falling off. Fortnite is Fortnite.
Fortnite is doing its own thing. Everyone following what Fortnite is doing these days. Like, for example, how many fucking OG... was it Overwatch 2 Classic, then Apex OG...
Apex did it actually a few years ago, bringing back the old classic Day 1 King's Canyon.
Yeah, so now like all the games are doing like the classic experience, you know, like from many years ago. But in your opinion, Battlefield Battle Royale, what any specific things that you wanna like?
Big maps, destruction, no tanks.
Yeah, how do you feel about vehicles in a Battlefield Battle Royale?
Like no big tanks, maybe like an open turret, like a tactical ES Jeep basically.
Yeah, well, transport vehicles, of course.
Yeah, but like with machine gun, pop. Just Photoshop their machine gun in.
Because I'm really curious, because Battlefield kinda needs that combined you know, combined arms. Yeah.
But within limits.
Did Firestone have a tank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were forts you could open with 2 people, and then
it had gas and all that kind of stuff. But I remember, like, you could not destroy it if you had nothing against it. I remember that.
No, you have to pick up RPGs or whatever they're called.
I mean, I did not mind it, but I remember I was playing it. It was like kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, if you had like a simple Jeep with gun on it, like I know the game had.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't know. I do wonder how they can implement like classes. For example, Warzone has loadouts, and I think Westy came up with the idea that they should use classes of some sort of like loadout system for the next Battlefield game, for the next Battle Royale, whatever. Like, I wonder, like, what if you could pick up classes, or you can pick up classes like before you drop in, like maybe like Apex or something like that.
Yeah, that you like have one default gadget that you spawn with.
Yeah, maybe.
A bit like what Hazard Zone has, arguably.
Yeah,
like that uses the classes, takes the gadgets off that class, and then you could have random guns on the floor.
Yeah, how you felt about Hazard Zone? I know it's not that good, and no one liked it, but
I've been playing it a bit with Nicholas.
Yeah, how was it?
Not too bad. Just if you communicate.
I don't know.
It is a bit simplistic. It's like DMZ on Timu, but
DMZ on Timu.
But it's okay. I had a fun, short time.
I don't know. I really did not like Hazard Zone. Just my idea of extraction shooters is not that. I don't find extraction shooters that fun.
I needed more missions in between.
Maybe. I don't know. I played a couple of extraction shooters just to, you know, test the water, see if maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't played the good one. I don't know. I don't like extraction shooters, and I hope. I mean, sure, the leaks say the next Battlefield mode, the third mode, is Battle Royale, but I do wonder if it's gonna be like not a Battle Royale. Why if Mr. Henderson is wrong or whatever. Well else it could be, honestly.
The new competitive mode. Incursions 3.
We're skipping the 2.
Nah, we had 2 already with 5. I still want to play it. I still want to play it.
That got fucking cancelled.
Yes.
Actually, I'm kind of disappointed they cancelled that.
Everything was made. You had multiple maps, all the guns.
Yeah, for Battlefield 5 was supposed to have a competitive 5v5 mode, but it got cancelled.
It was even announced by them.
Yeah,
like, this isn't even a leak anymore. This was like...
It was literally announced
it was
by
a
them.
trailer for it.
Yeah, it was literally announced by them, yeah. It's like, ugh. But yeah, it's like Battle Royale, I don't know. It's like, we'll see. But single player though. What do you like to see in the single player in the next Battlefield game?
Big battles with an entire army. So no super secret missions anymore that you do as like Spec Ops.
This is the least confident I am about the next Battlefield game because they had a studio, Hardline Games,
Yes.
that was supposed to make the single player game for the next Battlefield game. Then it got shut down.
Wasn't it that Marcus left and then it got shut down because only he could lead it or something?
I don't know the specifics. I don't know the specifics. I just know that Marcus Leto, granddaddy of Master Chief from Halo, it literally is not with good terms on EA. He literally told him the most professional way to EA to fuck off, like, which is that tells you a lot. So this is the least confident I am about the next Battlefield game. Because was it Motive Studios?
Yeah, now it's Motive.
Yeah, the guys that remade.
Oh, those are really good though.
Yeah, Motive is the ones that made Battlefield 2 single player, and they just recently remade Dead Space remake. Yeah.
Didn't sell well, but was really good.
Yeah. So good studio, like with good talent. But I don't know what they can do in that short amount of time.
I don't know how short the time is though. Like, we will get like a CTE like thing for Battlefield 6, 25, whatever.
Yeah, okay, well, wait.
Probably no single player for that then.
Okay, in your opinion, what do you think they're gonna do with this community program they announced? Do you think it's gonna be like a proper CT and they're just gonna drop the alpha for people to play?
Yeah, I hope it's like some early access thing. EA brings EA.
How do you pick people though?
No, just like you buy the game for a discount on Steam.
See, this is where Ray was not a fan of, because it's just gonna be content creators looking for early access for their videos, and all the important feedback will be lost because people are gonna play, oh, this is how the game is right now, fuck this game, or good game, bad game, whatever the case may be. See, I have to agree with Ray on this one, because as soon as you're gonna make it just like, premium, like, oh, you have to have premium to enter CT, well, this time, oh, if you pro-at the game, you have access to this community program, and all the content creators are gonna flood it, and just gonna be streamers and everything complaining about, this is shit.
It depends if you have like already a good base, but can be better.
It's gonna be hard to filter the feedback. That's the problem. That's why I'm not sure how they should approach it. Sure, you can invite people,
Yeah, like a normal alpha.
Yeah, individually, and then like maybe like random pick or whatever the case may be, and see if you can gather feedback. But at the same time, you don't want to make it like a closed club. Yeah, so I don't know. If I
still think just open it for all would be the best thing.
I just open for everyone. Yeah, probably.
Like not just the YouTube sellouts like us.
Yeah, I remember there were some DICE developers talking about like DICE LA now, Ripple Effect. They were talking about like it would be great to have CT like for before the game comes out, because I remember there were rumors about that, like CT coming like before the game comes out so we can test stuff, like, which is nice. But now these days, I don't know if that's a good thing, because how people will react. They will think it's a finished product. That's the problem. And when literally the developers was like, can you give us feedback, what works and what doesn't, it's gonna be just shouting about some stupid shit that no one cares. Yeah, God forbid there's a woman on you get select because, oh no, a woman as a soldier, God, yeah, this is woke or some shit. Like, stop. Please stop.
Wait, I wasn't allowed to talk about politics, but you...
Sorry, I did. Yeah, but can't avoid it, because like every game announcement that comes with them, with like, it's just like people complain about wokeness and everything. Jesus Christ, just enjoy the video games. Just enjoy the video games.
No, not the woman. Women don't exist.
Oh no, women can fight wars. I'm like, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Also, I've been asking for like women soldiers since Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. It's like, but that's. Anyway, it's just...
Yeah, give me a chance to kill Hannah more often.
Do you think the next Battlefield game is going to be a reboot or a sequel?
Well, it can't be a sequel.
Well, sequel.
Because we're now in 2042.
Okay, when I say sequel, I mean that it's still in the same Battlefield 2042, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 universe. But that's what I mean by sequel. It doesn't matter the timeline.
So prequel then.
Because apparently for prequel, I guess, yeah.
Well, after all the shit DICE went through for the past decade, probably the best to do a reboot.
I hope it's a reboot, but I have a feeling it won't be. It's good. It's gonna be like, I think I predicted it's gonna be like, it's gonna be a reboot, but he'll have references to the old game, and people are gonna like, oh, so it's still the same universe and all that kind of stuff. And you know how? And the reason I'm asking that is because EA, since the game Battlefield 2042 came out, they finally realized that, oh, companies do universes now, you know, cinematic universes and all that kind of stuff. So now we need to have a Battlefield universe. And what pisses me off about this, it's like, I remember I wrote a document to DICE developers saying, listen, you have Battlelog, you have all these games and everything. You can make, rip Battlelog, you can make this a connected universe. Like, that was like 10 years ago I wrote that document. Literally, Battlefield 4 CT was literally kicking, and I wrote that document and I said, like, listen, you can make it a, you know, connected universe, all that kind of stuff. And 3-4 years later, Call of Duty does this with Warzone, basically. You know, everything's connected to Warzone. Sure, is it a good universe? Depends. Depends how you look at it. Yeah, it depends how you look at it.
There has been a lot of rewriting.
Yeah. For example, I don't treat Black Ops and Modern Warfare series as one universe. Hell no, that's not happening. Under no circumstance. There's people believe that they're connected. No, they're not. I'm sorry, they're not.
Well, Modern Warfare Zombies has the same people as Black Ops Zombies.
They're not connected. I'm sorry. Black Ops and Modern Warfare is not connected. I'm sorry.
Did you know Mirror's Edge Catalyst and Bad Company are connected?
Are they?
Yeah.
In what way? What connects them?
There's audio logs that you can find.
Okay.
With the Bad Company characters in character talking about that they found gold for the big boss man. Who really looked like the CEO of EA. Crazy.
Okay, that's fine. That's like a nice reference and everything. I get that, because made by the same studio and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, EA's, you can hear in the investment calls and everything. It's like, oh, we need we need Battlefield universe. Yeah, we need Battlefield universe, all that kind of stuff and all. I'm like, where you been for the last 10 years? Like, you finally realized all this and you could done it, but no, you took it too fucking late. You learned that.
EA's are really good in having something good and then not doing it.
Yeah. Or realizing their lesson way too late. You know, that's...
Like, for 2142, they had EA hosted competitive events. Yeah. And then never did it anymore.
Yeah.
And now there's like...
I mean, sure, I can always complain about the lack of support for competitive Battlefield, then again, but there was nothing in the game that supported that anyway to begin with. Yeah, so... Yeah. And I think they should, honestly, because why not? Like, it's literally marketing at this point. If it, like, people say we don't need comparative Battlefield. Listen, if you have a comparative Battlefield, you don't have to play it. But there's loads of people that will play it and they will basically promote the game free.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you literally, if you have a comparative scene, you don't have to engage with it, but because you will see, it's like it's gonna be something like, it will be marketing.
But EA understands it. Look at Apex, how big the ALGS is.
Is Apex comparative done by Respawn or EA? Because who's the... I mean, sure, EA is giving the funding, but who's calling the shots?
Great question.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I do know one guy who works at Respawn and handles the competitive, so I think then...
Yeah, so it's mostly goes through Respawn, yeah. So there's people that actually know what they're doing and all that kind of stuff.
Well, look at Apex, they don't know what to do, but...
I haven't played Apex for a while, so I don't know. I haven't played Apex for a while, so I have no idea what's going on there. But yeah, I would love to see Battlefield being competitive, as long as it's done right. But I have a feeling they don't have the people to understand what.
Yeah. Well, they have drunks. If anyone should know how a good competitive Battlefield should be.
Yeah, I love the Florian still at DICE. So.
Oh my God, he looks so much older now.
Well, that's why happens. Yeah, that's what happens when you work in game dev. It makes you fucking look older. I mean, he started working at DICE. What?
Battlefield 1?
No, 5, wasn't it? 1. You're right. Oh my God, he's a veteran, my dude. He's a veteran.
No, he's gonna get his...
No wonder he looks solid. No wonder he looks solid, because my dude's literally been working for like 8 years there now. Yeah, okay, understandable.
Shit.
Like, we already almost 2025, so I get that.
I don't have to watch, but oh fuck, you're right.
Yeah, we're closer to 2030 than 2015. Yeah, makes you feel old, huh? Is my dude sleeping there? Well, the cat is sleeping with him too. Anyway.
Just the hobos. Freebooting.
Yeah, just the hobos sleeping in the background. Okay, what you want to yap about next Battlefield game, or anything that is on your mind that you just want to say that you never say it anywhere. Say it.
Say it? Is that how you say it?
Anything that you want to say it. Anything that is on your mind regarding anything about Battlefield. That maybe you want to complain about Reddit or something like that, or I don't know.
I'm banned from Reddit. I have nothing to complain about them anymore. They don't exist. My life is so much better. Thank you very much.
Anything that is on your mind, what you want to talk.
They need to have better creator supports. And I know I'm blacklisted by EA, but that's a different story.
I agree on that. Yeah.
Like, just look at how they handle creator with funny mustache. I can't say his name because we don't name anyone here. It's Flagfire, but you can cut it off. But
I mean, Flagfire, our dear friend of the podcast, Flagfire, he's not. Well,
he gets more views on his videos than DICE does on his stuff. But
yeah, and for some reason they don't want to promote him, all that kind of stuff, which is kind of annoying.
Or look at how they handled the Ghost guy.
Ghost of Gaming. Yeah. Yeah.
The way they handle the creators.
Yeah, the way they handle Ghost of Gaming situation, how he got kicked from not Game Changers, EA created network, whatever. Yeah, how he got kicked from there and all that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, but EA, you fucked up there. Community managers fucked up that badly. It's like, listen, maybe he should not posted some. It was not even that sensitive information. That's the thing. It's like, it's not even. It was just a Discord screenshot, and it was never really mentioned. Well, because I'm part of the created network, and I'm telling right now, it was never really mentioned that we cannot share what's like being said, because we kind of assume that's like this is a private place, but it's not like NDA, you know. The way they handle that, like it's so dumb. You could, yeah. The reason they got angry at him is because he caused a lot of fire, because DICE was not communicating that with the public, and they rather talk that privately to some people in the created network than actually explain to the public. Like, listen, if you explain to the public, if you said those, whatever, I can't remember.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I don't even remember what was it. Yeah, but whatever it was said, I remember I read that, and I'm thinking, so why didn't you say that to the public originally? You know,
because they're ashamed of it or something.
Yeah, why you have to say to the creators that can't really say anything anymore? Apparently because it's NDA, all that stuff. What? And I remember people were bitching about that because they were not communicated, you know, with the community. Like, they never understood why you never tell us anything that stuff. And then you tell the creators, and the creators like, oh well, that's why we have this instead of Y, you know, we have X instead of Y, or whatever the case may be. And because people got mad that they rather talk that in private than in public, people got mad and community managers got heat, and the easiest way was to kick Ghost of Gaming from the creator network. Why? Yeah. It's like you could let's say like don't share it next time or something like that. So, you know, like you know, you could handle that more professionally. But yeah, they could handle that situation so much better. Like, I'm so pissed how they handled that. And there were so many other situations, like for example Level Cap, like got kicked from the program. He told me what's that all about. God bless Level Cap. I never liked him originally, but as time went on,
I once got blocked by him, but now we cool.
Yeah. So we grew up, you know. We grew up. We you know, became adults and everything. We realized it's just petty shit. Who cares? And we talked, and he told me what happened, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, that's fucking dumb. And it was dumb. I'm not gonna tell it on publicly. It's for him to tell that story. But it's just so fucking dumb. It's just like certain things could be done more professionally, and that's what pisses me off. So when you say
But
that,
especially with like a massive creator like Level Cap, you should not want to piss him off too much. You don't.
oh, what about you just be more communicative about everything you want to be and just set the rules straight? Don't be washy-washy. Oh, this is okay, this is not. Like, be straight. That's the thing. Like, why can't you be straight with your rules? Like, just be straight. If you join this Discord, it's private. If you do that or do that,
That would be too easy. That's not fun.
So the way it was just handled, it was with Ghost of Gaming, it's horrible. With the way Level Cap was horrible, but apparently everything's fine now. And the reason why I'm bitching about it is because it's gonna happen in the future. So let's say Battlefield has, like you said, like, oh, it would be great to have Battlefield have like some sort of more creative support for the creators, right? You know, there would be like,
Imagine creator codes, imagine skins.
you know, creator codes, yeah, the creator codes, all that kind of stuff.
Apex does that well.
Yeah. So if Apex does it, why can't Battlefield does it? You know, but clearly someone running Apex a bit better than Battlefield. So maybe we'll change in the future. Because, again, Vincent Pell and Byron Beatty are now calling the shots, so maybe it's gonna be different. It will be nice, but I just know that without proper set rules, we're gonna have the same situation again. You know, we're gonna have some creator gonna
When are you gonna get banned?
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna get banned. Well, they're gonna listen to this podcast like, oh, he's talking shit about us, ban him fucking now. You know, you never know.
So yeah, I can't get banned anymore, I'm already banned.
Yeah, but it's the thing. But I'm not saying it, I'm telling you how it is. Like, it's just like, listen, if you want to be a proper creative network and you want to be respected and everything regarding creations, you know, working together, respect your creators, respect the developers, respect the community managers, let's set some rules that we all can agree on and let's follow them. And if someone breaks those rules, that's on them. And they're gonna get kicked, they're gonna get fired, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. We need rules. Yeah. That's it. It's that simple. If we have rules, there will be no problems. But we don't have those. This is all washy-washy, all opinion-based.
But they have, even in 2013, they already had issues with the creator program. Remember Ronku?
Oh, don't get... yeah, Ronku. Okay, can you explain to the audience that people have, like, no idea what Ronku is?
It was a program where if you sent in content, you get money based on the views. But because it was the Wild West of YouTube,
which was handled by EA, by the way.
Yeah,
EA paid you. Yeah.
Paid by EA.
Yeah.
It was the Wild West of YouTube, where there weren't really any big anti-sellout rules like we have now, where you have to do hashtag ad, hashtag.
Yeah, you have to notify the audience that you are actually getting sponsored. Yeah.
But back then that wasn't really a thing, so people watching the videos didn't know it was actually paid for by EA. Yeah. And then at some point, one of those contracts leaked out. You should put it on the screen in editing. Over here. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
Imagine this is the contract. Thank you very much. Now I've... I don't know what I'm doing.
It's mostly audio anyway, so who cares?
Oh. So I could just sit here without shirts.
I mean, someone's gonna see it.
Oh no! Oh no! But yeah, that became such a mess. Because it also would promote more positive things. I know Jack got like some problems with it. Had to make like an entire explainer video on what Ronku actually was.
Oh yeah, that happened. He did made a video like years ago explaining what...
Yeah, not sure if Level Cap did. Probably. I mean, the bigger ones.
Well, that started a big deal back in the day, because now we have laws that literally saying, hey, if you're getting sponsored by someone, that sponsorship could be a free item or free product or whatever the case may be. If a company gives you something, you have to disclose it to the audience. Hey, the company gave it to me. And that's...
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Like, you don't want to be fooled, you don't want to get, like, scammed or whatever the case may be. You know, you don't want the truth, and I agree with that. I fully agree with that transparency that is needed. Yes. But yeah, that was back in the day. But yeah, creator support would be great, but I'm just, like I said, we need more rules. Just like, as long as we have rules, as long as
clear rules,
so we don't have any more Ghost of Gaming situation anymore. We don't have any Level Cap situation, you know, or Danny situations. You know,
can I say? I can say.
You know what? It's up to you to tell the story if you want. You can maybe like brush some.
Yeah, I will not name names.
Don't name names. Yeah.
Back in 2013, I said hi to some EA members, including their names.
It was like on an EA service.
Yeah, it was an EA. It was basically Friday Night Battlefield before Friday Night Battlefield.
Yeah.
After that, I got a message from a EA person saying, "Don't say my name in the chat." Cool. That was solved, I thought. But recently, I asked someone from EA, like not the same person, like, "Hey, so why does EA hate me?" Very simple question. So he went to commit research, and the result was that I doxed a community manager. And I have the feeling it was that, which was already solved on the day itself. And so a thing from 2013 or 14, about there, from 10 years ago, still hurts me yesterday. And there is also no way to appeal.
Yeah, you can't.
No way of appealing.
Yeah, how can you appeal that? Like, it's just a private matter at this point. Like, what you go to customer support? Like, hey,
like, no, there is no internal appealing either.
Yeah, it's like, how do you complain about that?
Yeah, like even if I'm friends with the community manager and whatever, even if I'm friends with the boss of DICE, I'm not, but still can't do it, which is stupid.
Yeah, how do you complain against that? Like, someone doesn't like you at DICE. What do you want me to do? Like, I'm sorry, should I complain to HR? Oh wait, I can't. I don't work at EA. You know, like who you complain to? Like, this is the thing. Like, yeah, if a company doesn't like you, like because there's some person that doesn't like you for whatever stupid reason.
But it already seemed to be fixed on the spot that day.
Yeah, you would imagine.
Don't do it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you would imagine. It's funny. Like, I'm not gonna because I know who you're talking about, who that person is. I had some beef with him too. Because there was, like, for example, a competition for video game trailers, right? Like, it was for Battlefield trailers, right?
You're good at that.
I'm really good at. I'm sorry.
I'm not often giving you compliments, but you're good at those.
I'm sorry. I will just say this right now for people listening. I'm really, really good at making video game trailers. I'm sorry. That's just a fact. I'm really good. Maybe not the best. I don't want.
You're not Randy.
Well, I'm good. That's all. That's what I'm saying. I love working in a team and making art. That's it. That's always been my thing.
You're making art right now.
I'm making art right now. I would love to work with DICE media team and make some trailers. I would freaking love that. Like, just make something.
And you don't live in England anymore, so bonus.
I would love to make something with DICE media team. Like, I would just from excitement. Just working with those people.
I imagine those things in my head.
Okay, fine.
Please don't do those things.
Regardless, I will be so happy to work with DICE media team and make something amazing. That being said, I'm really good at making trailers. And
you've said that a few times now.
We're gonna go to the point I'm trying to make. So there was a competition to make a Battlefield trailer. Was hosted by EA. And the person we're talking about was responsible for that, to picking the winners. So it was 5, or like they said, we have 5 GPUs to give away. I think it was like 380 or something like that, or I don't remember. So 5 winners will get 380s. Of course, 38. What they say? 380s?
Yeah, 380s.
380s. Nvidia 380s, right? So basically good shit.
Recently then.
Yeah. It was Battlefield 5. So, me and Ray made we made a trailer. Yeah. Made a good fucking trailer. And my video got disqualified because it was, to his opinion, it was counted as a thank you video, not a trailer. And this competition was taking place a month later when they announced that Battlefield 5 is cutting support. So do you want us to make a trailer for a Battlefield game that you cut support a month ago? So I was thinking, okay, I want to make a good trailer, right? I want to highlight the good positive sides of Battlefield 5, right?
The graphics.
The graphics, the moments and everything, the Battlefield moments. I want to showcase that because, you know what, let's focus on the positive things. And the way I wrote the script, the way Ray reworked the script and everything, the way he read it, it was basically as someone figured out in the comments that this was supposed to be the Battlefield itself talking to the audience. Someone figured it out, and I'm glad someone figured it out in the comments. That the one comment figured it out, and I'm like, yes, you got it. So that was the idea. It's like Battlefield is talking to the audience. Listen, It's not perfect, whatever. When we're coming back, it's gonna be great and so on. Like, remember the good times.
When we are coming back, it's gonna be great.
Ignore the Battlefield 20. Ignore the future. We ignore the future. It was a positive message, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, because you cut support for the game. What do you want me to do? Like, oh, Battlefield 5 is awesome, blah blah blah. Like, no, let's be realistic. So that's what I want. If I removed the text "Thank you Battlefield" from the middle of the trailer, it probably would be fine. But this person did not like it. But then again, I did saw my competition that.
What's the most?
And you know, I saw my competition. With all due respect, I understand you are not editors. You are not whatever. This is your maybe first try of making like a trailer, and I get it. I'm sorry. Me and Ray's trailer was 10 times miles better than anything else that anyone produced in that competition.
Reminds me a bit of those competitions where like children's drawings win of like.
Yeah, and then you have Michelangelo literally jumping the hottest fucking thing like in the universe. Yeah. Like, you know that meme of like Mona Lisa, Marina. So there's people like literally making Marinas, like, yeah, Mona Lisa, and then there's actually Mona Lisa. Someone brought a fucking drawn Mona Lisa, you know. So that was us, right? You would imagine that we would be part of the group. Nope, because it was a thank you video. And you know what? I have this conspiracy theory that the reason our trailer did not got included is because
it's you.
I think it would make everyone else look like shit. I think it would make everyone look like shit. That's the only way I can come out that and it would make sense.
But even then, send you the capture, the video card. Yeah. Congrats, you won. Don't say it out loud.
They could have done that, yeah. They could. But you know what makes it worse? They expand the winner list from 5 to 10. So there's 5 more. Even him is like cringing. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Even a homeless person in the background is like, what the fuck? So there's 10 random people with barely anything video skills.
I didn't even join it. Fuck. I should have.
And we did not qualify because it's a thank you video, not a trailer. I'm sorry, you canceled the support for the game a month ago.
Why would they even host a trade?
I don't know.
After they killed the game.
I'm just here for the fucking graphics card because I know I'm confident to get a graphics card. It's a competition. I'm participating in the competition. Don't disqualify me. Don't disqualify me for some dumb reason because it will make everyone else look bad.
Didn't they also fuck you up with another trailer as well?
Yeah, because apparently I used free royalty music instead of the music they provided. In a sense, maybe it's on my... Sure, maybe it's my mistake. Maybe. Okay, I'll give them that.
Give some extra info. I took the host over. Haha.
Whatever. But that trailer thing pissed me off. And this is goes to the same person we talked about. Thankfully, from what I heard, he's not doing any of that with Battlefield. So
no, he's with a different franchise.
Yeah, we have... I'm not gonna mention the franchise because people will go...
Yeah, then it's very obvious. Then it's very obvious.
Yeah, very obvious. Yeah, just... Battlefield community management needs a lot of work.
And then when Flackfire applies, keeps getting annoyed.
You know what? I keep telling him, like, it's not personal, it's just dumb. It's just... The only way you will get a job is because you know someone directly. Yeah. That's every AAA game development studio right now. If you want to get a job of one of these studios, you have to know someone directly. That's the only way you'll get a job.
Oh, you would think he knows people.
You would think, yeah. But it's like, it's not about the skill, it's not about the talent, it's literally just whatever you know. Yeah. Like, I will not mention names, we know someone that got a job at studio. And I remember I asked him, like in our chat, you had no experience, didn't you? No.
You have to tell me who it is, because I'm medium confused. Just later.
Okay, let me just mark it so I can actually bleep the name.
Beep.
Yeah, bleep.
Ah!
Well, the reason he got the job is because he knew someone.
Ah.
Why are you not writing? Anyway, I'll remember. Yeah, like he got a job.
Mr. Adaptive.
Yeah, because he knew someone and was like, oh, you're I like your YouTube videos. Want a job? It's like,
But to be fair, like, YouTuber is community management.
true, but it's just, that's how people get jobs. It's just, it's because you know someone, that's it.
Anyway, let's resume.
What the fuck we even start? How? Oh, we talked about the bad people that screwed us over.
I'm a bad.
I mean, we're talking for an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. So, anything about Battlefield that comes to your mind? Anything that you want to talk about?
What do you think of remakes for other games?
Oh, like popular people.
Bringing back, for example, 1942.
Yeah, bring Battlefield 3 remaster or something like that. Sounds nice, but no. You know why? Because it will get stale in a month, weeks. Because the reason, for example, if they, let's say, remake Battlefield 3, like just a pure remaster, updated, like whatever, let's say modern mechanics or the new technology, graphics look great or whatever the case may be, sure, but it's basically Battlefield 3. It's cool for like a week or two. What are you gonna do after? It's like you're gonna, yeah, what are you gonna do? Like it's nice to go back on that memory lane, right? Get a bit of nostalgia, all that kind of stuff. But what's the long-term plan?
Maybe they should like make new maps for it, like take old scrap maps.
Sure, but you're gonna get bored of it soon anyway.
Have you ever heard of a map that would merge Operation Metro and San together?
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard.
Damn it! I thought I said something new.
No, I heard that before. People who are listening, they probably didn't, but I did. Yeah, I heard.
I've seen some screenshots. Good.
I haven't seen the screenshots. I heard about it, but I didn't. I don't know. Like, it's nice. It's nice to have like Battlefield 3 remaster, Bad Company 2 remaster, whatever the case may be, even Battlefield 4, whatever the case may be. I don't think I would enjoy that much for that long.
I enjoy Portal.
See, if it was like Portal, that's different. Because like suddenly you can make something new for the game.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of a full remaster, Portal, but then...
Yeah, because that means you're giving people the opportunity to make something new for the game, which will increase the longevity of the game. Like, oh, imagine having obliteration on, someone makes obliteration on the Battlefield 3 maps, Yeah. Or maybe someone...
Not every map would work as well with that.
Well, of course. Or maybe putting the flags in different locations, or whatever the case may be. That's different. That's suddenly increasing the longevity for the. I can't speak. Again, I'm.
How long do you live in England again?
It's not that. I'm still sick. Yeah, that kind of increase like people will play longer because there's like a reason to come back because there's something new.
Portal is the future of Battlefield.
I think so, for the multiplayer section at least. Because making a multiplayer game these days, I think it's obvious that it's a very hard thing to do. It's kind of suicide if you're making just a pure arena shooter. I don't call... Okay, when I say arena shooter, people is like, oh, well, Battlefield's not an arena shooter. Technically is, because it's like
It's a very big arena.
It's a big arena, yeah. Because at the end of the day, you have two teams fighting for something, random parts.
But it's very different kind of game style, though. It is not Unreal Tournament or Classic Call of Duty.
I'm just saying that when I say arena shooter, I'm just saying you have a designated play area, you have two teams fighting for something, and you have a win at the end. That's, to me, yeah, that's why I call it an arena shooter, because it's predictable, you know what's gonna happen and so on. Unlike Battle Royale, every game is different. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know like
where the ring will be. What
you don't know what the ring will be. The circle will be. How the players will move and all that. That's different. It's a more engaging game mode in the long run. So it's really hard to make multiplayer games these days, and just bringing a remaster. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's fun for a week or two. Okay. Yeah, what you
so
gonna
bring
do?
It back as Portal.
Yeah, if you give me opportunities to make something different, to continue, making the game a bit more alive and different and so on.
Like mix and match things.
Yeah, mix and match. There's like just as long as you can increase that longevity in the long run, that's fine. Like that's why I don't. Yeah, I don't want just a straight remaster because I'm gonna be bored of it. Like I'll play for a week and after that, like, what's next? Go back on Warzone, I guess. I don't know.
Go hate yourself in there. Yes.
But that's my opinion about remasters in general. Yeah, that's why like every time people say like we want Battlefield 3 remaster, I'm like, no, you don't. Trust me, fam, you don't. No, you don't.
Repackaged remaster.
Yeah, repackaged remaster, whatever you want to call it. But that's my opinion about remasters. Anything else we want to talk about?
How glorious Battlefield Hardline is.
You have like a 30-second segment right now to say why Hardline is the best Battlefield game out there.
Take the infantry experience from Battlefield 3, add amazing maps like Grand Bazaar, remove all the fluff from Battlefield 4 and you got it the best infantry game in the world. Got to have my...
The maps were not bad actually.
Not bad, they were amazing.
Yeah, they were not bad.
Siege of Shanghai is one of the best maps in Battlefield 4, right?
Fan favorite. I'm not gonna say the best, but fan favorite. Yeah.
The LA map was just so much better.
Which one's the LA map?
The one from the beta. Beta? What?
Oh yeah. The reveal trailer, whatever it was. Yeah.
Oh, not really reveal trailer because GameSpot leaked that once.
Yeah, I did not mind that map. Yeah, that was fine.
But like it did some things that DICE didn't. Like every skyscraper was accessible with multiple elevators and multiple ways to get on there.
And the most important thing, it did not have multiple floors either, because like it was easy to.
Some did have multiple floors.
Well, it was easy to predict what the players were. Yeah, because the reason I'm saying that is because Warzone, for example, there was I can't remember which map was it. It was like had multiple layers of like floors and everything.
Oh
and
yeah, like Fondo and the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard to predict where the players were on each floor, and so that's why I'm really kind of learned it from other games, you know.
Like one thing I really didn't like about the map is that sometimes you just need to waste a helicopter to get on the thing, or if there's just one easily defendable elevator.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Fisk quite good level design.
But yeah, so that's your opinion about Hardline.
How would you rank the Battlefields? To end the thing, because I can't think.
How would you rank Battlefields? Are we going like tier list or just?
Yeah, bit tier listy. Always does well in the algorithms, right?
Okay, let's go. I'll go by top 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's easier.
Yeah. Okay, let's go top 5. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, top 5. Shit, man. That's the thing. Like I don't have a favorite Battlefield game. I have like tidbits like I like from each game. So okay, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 5. I mean Battlefield 1, and the 5th game will be. Maybe 2042? No, sorry, not 20.
Whoa.
No. 2142.
I never fight for that game, honestly.
I like 2142 better than Battlefield 2.
Titan mode was cool. That's about it.
Ray is a big fan of carrier assault from Battlefield 4.
I hate that you spawned from the sky right on the ship.
That's when defending, wasn't it?
Attacking too.
Yeah, that's when defending when you're
like that. This doesn't make it fun, honestly.
Isn't that bad?
Yeah, not the biggest vibe.
I did not mind it. It would be cool if carriers would actually move around.
That would make it so hard to make food, I think. If the carrier also moved with people on it
in a designated area.
Yeah, but like with people on it, think about the desync it would cause.
Yeah. In a perfect world where the lag is not a thing and desync is not a thing and all the servers are perfect, yeah.
Yeah. Just the technical level that would be crazy. Just like on the big hangar map in Final Stand, the big ship would be able to fly away as an Easter egg.
I think the original idea for Final Stand for Battlefield 4 DLC. Okay, so there was a Battlefield 4 DLC called Final Stand, and it was the last paid DLC for that game, and it had a map called Hangar 21, right? Yeah, and it had like a prototype.
Carrier.
Titan or whatever, yeah, prototype Titan in there. I think the original plan was like it will fly off from the hangar and it will crash somewhere, something like that. Right?
It would fly off.
Yeah, and I would love that so much. Like I really liked. The reason why I was so excited for Battlefield 2042 originally, not because of the trailers or everything, because I thought that Battlefield 2042 will be Battlefield 4 final DLC. It's like a prequel to 2142, like Final Stand DLC from Battlefield 4. I think that's the perfect aesthetic for Battlefield. It's like a nice modern game, but it has like sprinkle of future there. Like you have a prototype flying tank, you have like a prototype Titan there just collecting dust or whatever the case may be. Like it would be cool just to use like a prototype Walker, like And then you have Battlefield 2042, right? That was supposed to be a prequel to 2142. Has nothing.
We have a Hoover tank. The Thor.
Is it a Howard tank?
It's a railgun tank.
It's a railgun tank. Anyway, it has no elements from 2142 or Battlefield 4 Final Stand DLC.
It has the Rorsch.
I'm sorry, that's not a Rorsch. It doesn't look like the Rorsch, doesn't perform like a Rorsch. It's not a Rorsch. I'm sorry. It's a railgun gun, sure, but it's nothing. It has nothing in common with the old one. They don't look the same. Like, okay, so because Battlefield 2042 in universe is a sequel to Battlefield 4, and because we had Final Stand DLC, how the railgun looks in Battlefield 4? And then you have this slick, modern, some weird ass, railgun from Battlefield 2042, and then you have 2142, the actual game for that came out 20 years ago, looks exactly the same as Battlefield 4, the railgun.
Yeah,
See, it makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense in universe. It makes no sense aesthetically. Fuck that. That's what pisses me off most of the time. I remember when me and Ray were talking about this. It's like, why? Just why?
Why didn't you make it chunky?
We were talking about there's no connecting tissue here. Just because you had Irish, sure, it's connected, but it's not. They're not. The Battlefield 42.
Outside of that, not really, no.
Yeah, without the cinematic, you would not even think that this is a sequel or a prequel to this, these games. You would not even think about that. Remove the Exodus cinematic, the best thing that came out from this Battlefield 2022. Exodus cinematic.
Minus that tech dies.
The best thing that came out for this game is the Exodus cinematic they released. Remove that, you would not even think this is a game a sequel to Battlefield 4 or a prequel to 2142. Yeah. You would never come up with that. Yeah, remove that and that's what makes no sense. That's why I'm so angry at. I was like, oh, we brought the Rorsch. That doesn't look like the fucking Rorsch from the original games, but sure. That's why I'm so pissed about people what matters. It matters. Small details like that matter. That's what makes games fun. That's what makes games artistic, and then you have this bullshit. That's what pisses me off. Yeah, DICE, please, literally. Thankfully, DICE is not in control anymore, so fuck. So.
Hi, DICE people watching this. He loves you.
I love you, DICE people, but sometimes I'm sorry. You do need a bit of someone patting you on the back and saying, "I think it's a bit too much." Yeah. just take a step back, or just for a second. That's all it is. Yeah. How do we start this conversation? Oh, we're ranking the Battlefield games. Yes. Yeah, ranking Battlefield games. Then somehow we started bitching started bitching about the universes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I would say 1, 5, 3, 4, and 2142. I would say my top 5 games. Because I don't have a favorite Battlefield game. I
do.
Well, yeah, you do.
No Bad Company?
I have mixed feelings about it. I really have mixed feelings about Bad Company. I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I think it's overrated. Overrated? Not hate. Not bad. Just overrated. Well, audio listeners, he just smacked him with a fly swatter. Yeah.
I had the thing lying there for the whole time to angrily reply on something Hardline, but I forgot.
Who cares? We've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes anyway. But yeah, I don't have a favorite Battlefield game, and Bad Company is mixed feelings for me. I think people overhype it too much. I think it's good, what it's trying to be. I think
Indiana Jones.
But I think people overhyping Bad Company for the wrong reasons. Oh, this is what Battlefield should be. Chill, fam. Chill.
Battlefield 3 is what Battlefield should be.
Yeah, aesthetically wise, I think Battlefield.
Gameplay wise too.
I mean, it's not bad. Yeah.
No bullshit getting in the way for the most part. With Battlefield 4, they tried to add too much.
I think for me it's hard to pick Battlefield 3 and 4 because I think they're kind of the same, but at the same time they're not.
Tanks did not need to have 3 or 4 shells. Just one shell doing the thing.
No, they're just adding customization. But I do agree. In a sense, it gets...
They just try to do too much.
Well, you know the next Battlefield game is gonna have like 3 shells too.
Yeah, of which one will be smart.
Yeah, which one's anti-vehicle, which one's anti-infantry, all and so on.
Yeah, so stupid.
Because more than gaming, because you need progression. Wouldn't it be funny just like no progression, just literally unlocked everything and yeah, imagine.
People will be so quickly bored.
But imagine that you can grind something like cosmetics, all that kind of stuff, right? You know, get 500 kills with this weapon and you get like, I don't know, a camo or a banner or...
Yeah, so not get headshots to get...
Imagine you get like, I don't know, Battlefield coin, you know, for the Battle Pass or some shit, you know, something like that. Just imagine, just like... EA and Battlefield, they can do the funny...
Shroud would love that.
I mean, I kind of get what Shroud meant, but at the same time, it's like... It's a long conversation. It's a long conversation.
Does Shroud's game have unlocks? I can't remember.
Okay, regarding Shroud's game, I as soon as I saw the game, that he was like, wait, I worked on this game. Looks very generic, Valorant, cheap knockoff.
The movement thing, the buddy system, whatever they call it, is kind of original. The rest, the rest is Valorant.
I'll give them, yeah, the rest is Valorant. Yeah, I'll give them that. But other than that, I don't know. Anyway, anything else we want to discuss with the last?
Well, I want to say my top 5.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Yes. What's your top 5?
Battlefield 3 on number 1, obviously. Best game in the world. Could use some better servers. Then Battlefield 1, just the most epic, well playing. Not the most skillful, but it plays just so well.
I was not a fan of the gameplay, but aesthetics, beautiful.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 regarding aesthetics, beautiful.
Then Battlefield Hardline. It's the top 3 game. It takes everything I love from the other games and packages into a more infantry-focused thing.
What's the other 2?
Then we have Bad Company 2.
Okay.
And Battlefield 2.
Okay.
Got to stay with some refractor games.
Fair enough.
But because I want to extend it a little bit, then the rest of the games, haven't really played Vietnam, but then 2042 and then Battlefield 5.
Should you put like Battlefield Heroes or Battlefield Free to Play?
Yeah, those are also before them. Actually, those games had a lot of problems too.
They were goofy, funny games.
Yeah, but the pay to win shit, that really was a problem.
Yeah, I do wonder what they're gonna do for the next Battlefield game regarding monetization. I love how people lost their shit. Oh, it's gonna be a live service game. No, well, I'm sorry. What do you expect?
Yeah, I miss premium.
I don't.
It's okay to be wrong. No,
it's because I said it's like it splits the player base. I don't like premium just because it splits the player base.
Well, it's good in a way because then people who buy premium usually are the higher skilled, more serious players.
True, but then,
and non-cheaters.
Yeah, but how you chill with high skilled players all the time? Well, what about your friends that want to play with you but they can't because they don't have the DLC? I had moments like that.
Then you'd be a good friend and buy it for them.
Yeah, well, here.
The man without phone data, by the way.
Yeah, Daddy EA, please take my money so my friend can play your game. I'm not a fan of premium, just because it splits the player base, and I kind of like that everyone gets the same.
Yeah, but you barely get any content. Look at 5 and 2042.
See, that's on the developers, because there's other live service games that actually provide more.
Partly, yeah.
Yeah, so like that, I don't.
But you compare it to Call of Duty, the biggest...
Here's the thing, did Modern Warfare 3 did not provide the content?
Modern Warfare 3 had good content.
It had the best live service from all the Call of Duty games.
At the end, you did get a lot less maps because Black Ops 6 got them.
Yeah, but that's... apparently there was rumor, I don't know how true that is and how dumb it is, I don't know.
Bob, if you're wrong, I'll murder you.
Apparently the rumor was that they took some maps that were supposed to be for Season 6 for Modern Warfare 3, and... was it 6 or 5? I can't remember how many seasons there were. 6. Apparently they took some maps and put them in Black Ops 6. Apparently the Treyarch took some of the maps.
The way you say it.
Treyarch. They took the maps from Sledgehammer and included them in the Black Ops 6.
Like I think one of the map from the new DLC, I forgot the name, is the hideout thing.
I haven't played it yet.
Okay, that one looks so much more like a Sledgehammer map than the rest. Look at the color palette, the way the lane. It's a 3-lane map, unlike the rest.
Yeah, it's probably that's it. Yeah, it's probably one of the maps.
Just with some like assets chains to.
Yeah, I did see a screenshot of that map. And I'm like, that's a Modern Warfare 3 map. That's an Infinity Ward map right there. Like, yeah, they have a certain aesthetic.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer Infinity, they will.
If it was an Infinity Ward map, it probably would be better.
I know people love to shit on Infinity Ward, but you have to realize Infinity Ward is working with all the studios regarding the engine, so it's like you can't avoid them. You know, you can't avoid them. And I don't know. We'll see. Regarding the next Modern Warfare game, I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think that's gonna.
We've played Modern Warfare 2, right?
It's one-off. I think it's literally just one-off.
Modern Warfare 2 just expanded what Modern Warfare 2019 did.
No,
No. It very much slowed everything down already. Sure, you could slide cancel and other things, but look at the minimap changes they did.
Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2019 are so different.
Yes, but also no, it like compare 2019 to like the original Call of Duties.
To me, they just like took the wrong lessons from 2019 and applied it to Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. That's how Modern Warfare 2 felt for me. But yeah, okay. Any closing thoughts about anything? You know what's funny? You were joking like, oh, we should make a podcast in person and so on. And I'm like, that's like 2 months ago. I'm like, when and where? I'm not going to Amsterdam, and I'm not going to like some other fucking town where you're going like when you're in the UK. I'm like, not doing that. And then you fucking here in my place now.
Yeah.
Slept on my
This is my house.
You slept on my sofa, and your
I ate your food.
Yeah, and your friend is literally sleeping with my cat.
Understandable.
Yeah. My cat is literally sleeping on your friend.
Understandable.
That's adorable, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can see it, actually. Yeah, you can see it on the camera. Yeah, you can see it on camera. But yeah, how's my place?
That's good. How the hell did you get this in London?
Lucky. Literally lucky.
Your mouth game must be amazing.
Yeah. Or my missus, God knows.
I didn't want to involve
No, my landlord is amazing. Our landlord, like, we got so lucky with this place. It's just amazing. Yeah. It's just, and the setup that we have for, yeah, and, that's fine. And the setup we have for this recording, I'm kind of amazed how. I'll see in the.
It somehow works.
When I'm gonna be editing, I'll see how bad the audio will be.
Mine is a little bit slower, I think. Never seen mine peak. Yours did, but.
We'll see.
Sounds like your problem.
Yeah, it's my problem. It will be my problem. It will be my problem. But yeah, so I'm glad you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I want to stay an extra day in London because I was going here anyway. So I was like, hey, can I colonize your couch?
Then you colonize my couch, yeah.
My own little custom couch.
Literally the casting couch.
Have you ever told your subscribers how you met your current girlfriend?
You're really onto it, huh?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
No, it should be a Patreon thing. It should be a Patreon thing because Ray doesn't know how. Oh. Ray doesn't know how I met my missus. So it should be a Patreon thing. You know what? Okay, one day it will be a Patreon thing. It will be a Patreon thing. Yeah, it's like people. You know what? Yeah, people subscribe to Patreon. If I get 5 or 10 subs on Patreon, I will tell you all how I met.
It's worth it. Trust me.
I'll tell you all how I met my missus. That's it. If I get 5-10 subscribers on Patreon, fine. You have my lanky guarantee that you're gonna get a story, and it will be a genuine reaction because Ray will be listening the first time. How
he should record his reaction.
Well, it will be a podcast show. Like, it will be yeah. It will be a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, maybe he'd look on Patreon himself.
Yeah. That will be the Patreon exclusive episode. Like, yeah, it will be the live gaming Garrett episode. It would literally like, okay, so, Ray, you wanna know how I met my missus? So maybe one day. So again, subscribe to Patreon. If I see people subscribe to Patreon, yes, fine. I'll tell you the story how I met my missus. Maybe no, I'm not gonna tell anything about you. That's your story to tell. Okay, other than that, yeah, I got nothing else. Anything? Alright, so thank you guys for listening. Thank you for listening to our ramblings. We've been rambling for an hour and 35 minutes.
What is your longest episode?
1 hour and 40, I think.
1 minute 40?
Yeah, so.
Oh, well, we can easily break that.
Okay, what do you want to talk about for the last. What do you want to talk about?
Depression in Black Ops 6.
It's a Battlefield podcast, but let's not talk about it.
How much have you talked about Call of Duty today?
True, but I'm not gonna talk about fucking Call of Duty on a Battlefield podcast where we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes.
I think that would be the perfect moment.
I mean, sure, behind the scenes.
Okay. How about lessons Battlefield can learn from Call of Duty?
Okay, sure. Like you have in the last 3 minutes. Come on. All right, what kind of lessons Call of Duty needs to learn? Or for Battlefield needs to learn from Call of Duty?
I want the theater mode.
What?
Theater mode.
Oh, theater mode, like spectator mode and or something. Theater mode? Theater, yeah.
What he said.
Spectator mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, rip. It's crazy. We had demo recording, but that was before YouTube was actually big. But now we have YouTube, creator economy is big, and then we don't have it anymore. It's so weird. Lego had a, I know, I go to Lego now, had a movie maker set with a stop motion camera. But that came out in 2004, 2005, just before YouTube, which is crazy. So they have like the perfect thing without the YouTube part. Or the movies came. I can ramble for hours, you know. By some studio that doesn't exist anymore. By a guy who had to wait with a big mouth who always keeps you saying bullshit. They made a game in which you can make movies. But that came out before YouTube as well. So they kept making like amazing things that would work so well today, but don't use it anymore. That's so stupid. I want to go 3 minutes, okay. I want to break the records.
I have a feeling there's like a 3 minute at the start of the because there was like a small delay. Okay, what's the next thing that Call of Duty needs to learn? Oh, for Battlefield needs to learn. Sure, they both need to learn something. What?
That content is king.
Yeah.
If you have, for example, mode like Portal, you should make all the content available in your freaking game. Like we only now got the freaking M1 Garand. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, only now. But it has been in the game since launch. Give me my STG-44. Give me modern optics on it. Why not?
Yeah, I agree with that. It has a big customization, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much content in 2042 at launch. Surprisingly. And there are like 75 guns. Which is like right with Battlefield 3 Hardline.
I will always stand by that Battlefield needs to have character customization, like you can.
Like Battlefield 5 had.
I wouldn't even say like World War 3, because you can change the helmet, you can change the jacket, you can change the pants and gloves, all that kind of stuff. Like, and you can sell cosmetics for like, you sell gloves, you can sell helmets, you can sell jackets, pants, whatever the case may be. Like, and imagine like combining those cosmetics, you know, random cosmetics you make into like your own soldier, you know. And imagine it's like, because it's classes, maybe they have a distinctive look to them that, oh, support class has this particular hat or helmet that it can only be used on support class, but you can sell cosmetics for that, you know, different hat or helmet or whatever the case may be.
A combination of what Battlefield 5 did and what Battlefield 5 did in the practice mode.
I don't remember what was in practice mode.
There was like where Mr. Battlefield was like talking to the player. Like they had like custom characters, but every class had their own things. Like the medic had crutches on the back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I was aiming for. Like for something like that. Like that you can have characteristics.
Not can, but will always have it.
Yeah. You have I can't pronounce the word. It has special elements on the character that you can tell what class that is. Yeah. That's what I want personally. Yeah. But I want to make it customizable. Yeah. I want each class to be distinct, but I want the individual parts of that distinction to be customizable. Change the color, change the pattern, whatever the case may be. But when you look at the silhouette of the soldier, you know what class that is. Yeah. Regardless what thing that soldier is wearing. If it's a Hello Kitty outfit, that's fine. But as long as you can tell,
as long as it stays grounded.
As long as you can tell from the silhouette that it's a medic or a support or a recon, whatever, perfect.
Big ammo chain around her neck.
Yeah, perfect. That's it. It's like, beautiful art. No, art. Art, I say. Did I stutter? Art. But yeah, that's it. Okay.
4 or 5 classes.
4 maybe. I want 4 classes. I don't know what's the... Make it simple. I don't want to make it too difficult. I don't know what kind of 5 class it could be. Like, why you want to support medic and assault being different?
Because those kinda are the best classes to begin with. Look at Battlefield 3.
Unless you make support the medic too. You can be either ammo guy or a medic.
So a bit
Because
like
the word
Fall
support.
in 2042 now, basically.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think one of the games did that, but I can't remember which game was it. Regardless. Anyway, anything? Last. Technically, I think this is the longest one.
Yes, we've won.
Okay.
Unless you put it up now, then.
Anyway, so thank you. 10 minutes later, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for listening to our ramblings about Battlefield, Call of Duty, or whatever the fuck we talk. Lego. We complained about certain people. We complain about the creator network. Well, complain is a strong word.
We just complain about EA. As simple as description.
Judging a big AAA corporation, like.
I lived on Lanky's toilet for a week.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah,
He just didn't notice. That's weird.
Yeah, fucking toilet stinks. No wonder. Fucking toilet stinks of your shit. My dude slept at my place. Can't believe it. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Patron, of course. Patreon.com/DannySoldier for all your behind the scenes. There's a semi-naked Danny there.
Oh fuck. And you learn how he met his mistress. Mistress, how do you call it?
Mistress, right? Mistress.
English, okay?
Mistress. If I get 5-10 subs from this episode on Patreon, I will tell how I met my mistress. I think we have a deal. And yeah, other than that, we have our socials in the description. And everything is there.
And of course there's merch, like I got this Teespring.
Okay, so regarding the merch,
Where?
well, I have it on the video. I'm wearing my channel merch. And I did say on the Patreon episode, if anyone wants it, DM me and I can make you one. But right now I don't have a store or anything. I need to sort that out. But if you want a hoodie like this, like I'm wearing right now, if you're watching a video, I can make it for you.
Yeah, he's sponsored by Adidas.
I wish. I wish. Hey, the hoodie looks good though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's the best thing I own about this channel.
Oh, wow, it's not even the channel itself. It's just.
It's not the channel itself. It's this hoodie.
See how he feels about you. If he could wear you.
Hey, I got this hoodie with Patreon money. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying.
Some people spend it on drugs. He spends it on hoodies.
Fuck yeah. Like clothing, right? You need to stay warm. We have homeless.
Understandable in England.
I mean, look. I'm taking care of my homeless people in my place. Like, you know. This cat.
He was cute.
Yeah, he's sleeping there all this time. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you in the next episode. And yeah, check out our Patreon.
See you on the Battlefield.
Yeah, we'll see you on the Patreon, all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you. Have a good day, night, whatever your day is.
But hey, that is all I got for now. Subscribe for more. This was Danny and I see you on the Battlefield.